Good morning to all of you. Myself, Mrs. Manisha Chalse. The name of my research topic is Screening of Spices for Few Nanotherapeutic Applications. So now what is the problem? In the recent years, the drug resistance to human pathogenic bacteria are commonly increased all over the world. And secondly, the drugs or medicines which are available for the treatment of diabetes mellitus are having certain drawbacks or disadvantage. So these disadvantages are having a side effects. For example, the low bioavailability of that drug, so due to which a high concentration of medicine or that drug is required, and due to this high concentration of medicine a certain side effect, for example some allergic problem, gastrointestinal problem, and some other side effects like weight of gain. So therefore, to avoid this, there is a need for the green method nanoformulation, non-toxic nanoformulation without side effect nanoformulation. For my idea for this problem is to synthesize a nanoformulation by using a nanotechnology method. Now, what is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is a branch of science in which a nanoparticles are synthesized in between 1 to 100 nanometer size. So nowadays, over past few years, so these nanoparticle synthesis are increasing by green method. So this green method nanoparticle synthesis enhances the antimicrobial and antidiabetic efficacy. So in my research, the main principle or main idea is to synthesize the copper nanoparticle by using some medicinal plant, that is aqueous plant extract of spice plant and a copper salt solution. Now see here, the from copper salt solution and some medicinal plant, these nanoparticles are synthesized. See here, copper salt solution, and this is a plant extract. So these nanoparticles are synthesized by the reaction of these two in a dark brown color. So these synthesized copper nanoparticles will be synthesized or characterized by using a UV visible spectroscopy. So this UV visible spectroscopy will give us a peak called as a SPR. So this SPR called as a surface plasma resonance indicate that nanoparticles are synthesized in a correct way. So after that it will be characterized by a FTIR, that is Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy. So which will give the idea about which biological compound, which biomolecule, which secondary metabolites are involved in the synthesis of these copper nanoparticles. Then after that, these nanoparticles will be characterized by the XRD or X-ray diffraction spectroscopy. So this will give the idea about the size of the synthesized copper nanoparticle. So lastly, this synthesized copper nanoparticle will be characterized by same technique or called as a scanning electron microscopic technique. So this technique will give the shape and size of the copper oxide nanoparticles. So in this way, nanoparticles are synthesized. So these nanoparticles now will be checked for the cytotoxicity assay. So this cytotoxicity assay will be performed on the plant and animal cell by using a certain assay techniques, and then by observing under the microscope, and under microscope the cell viability of the plant and animal cells will be observed, and viability will be checked or calculated by using a certain formula. So in this way, a green method technique, eco-friendly technique, biological way technique, a simple, non-toxic, without chemical, without side effects, nano formulation method medicine will be prepared. So this nano formulation medicine or copper oxide nanoparticles will be useful for the treatment of multi-drug resistance bacteria and for the treatment of type 2 diabetes mellitus. Now see here. So this is an assay of antimicrobial activity in which we have taken a clinical isolate sample. So for this clinical isolate bacterial sample, which is used for the antimicrobial activity, a nanoparticles, a agent or a nanoformulation medicine is useful to kill a clinical isolate bacteria. See here a major or large zone of nanoformulation, and these are the certain medicine. These are certain antibiotic medicines not able to kill this bacteria. So in this way, this nanoformulation will be utilized for the treatment of multidrug resistance bacteria and for the diabetes mellitus. Thank you.